the impossible. Paul says so beautifully to the church at Ephesus in that 4th chapter of Ephesians, in that 16th verse, he begins to talk about the body of Christ. And he says in that 16th verse, from whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part, making increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love. What is Paul saying? Paul is saying that we cannot exhibit the power of God without every part of the body being justifiedly empowered. If looking at physical anatomy, if my legs were not empowered, they could not carry the whole body. But in the working of the body of Christ, here is what the impossibility is. Any given Sunday, we come together in anyone's church. I'm submitting that not all of the members of the body are there. So in other words, we are operating at a lower point of power than what God really intends. If First Baptist would get all of the parts of the body of Christ where he's placed us here in Lumberton, see, I believe that there are a specific number of people that God has already ordained to be here in First Baptist Church. And there's a specific number for Sandy Grove. There's a specific number for all of the churches in this city. When all of them come together, we're still incomplete until we can then move out of the boundaries of just local church or denomination. In order for us to be the body of Christ, we are the small c, however, the capital C church is the entire world, the entire body of Christ, wherever people exist. If they are believers, they are a part of the capital C church. Our job, after the Lord given us 8 years, is now to complete the body as it relates to First Baptist Church. Paul says to the church at Ephesus, listen, every joint supplieth. In other words, if all of the joints or all of the members are not there, then we're missing some necessary necessary ingredients that must take place in order for the body to be strong and healthy. In other words, if we just stay in the confines of these walls and lift our heads up in the air and operate as if we have it all together, then we miss the power that God has for us. And this was so clear. This was so clear in the work of our Master. You know, it amazed me when you look at this passage in John that he understood that there was a part missing. But that part was a part that the Orthodox Jew would have said was not necessary. And I'm saying, you know, I've come to discover that even in anyone's church on any given Sunday, there is a segmented part of the community that church goers believe are not a part of the body of Christ. Now, Paul is submitting that every joint supplieth. So that means since we don't have every joint here, we are missing something that we need.